Herder.
Together.
Yeah, he's the representative here with
cat
me.
herder? Maybe we should have
He is the cat herder. That's his name.
There are lots of cat herders. I have also actually literally herded cats. I'm not kidding. I have literally herded like 270 some cats.
Are you herding cats? That's mean.
Exactly. On a fence job I did on the north end of town for a secret cat sanctuary that I can't tell you about. Because she gets so many cats.
No way.
Seriously, and the thing is the cat urine had eaten away all the chain link. And I had to go in and replace all the chain link and herd
You gotta
the
be
cats
crazy to do stuff like this.
from one pen to the next.
I'm not saying I'm not.
That
So
happened.
Dylan does know this 5-minute between sets thing?
Yes. And Robert's in charge of Dylan's Dharma for us.
Let's move on to this lady right here.
Like unexpected
Here's the
happens
thing,
where
25 seconds are allowed between songs.
Right.
So the bands, I've messaged all performers a couple weeks ago. I got to do another one soon for new ones. But if you are taking longer than 25 seconds, if all of a sudden, and I want to have like an NBA shot clock, I think it's great at 24 seconds, perfect. You know, when you're done. You're done. We have a tweener stage over here, and the attempt is the most important thing. We're moving on. That means if you took longer than 25 seconds.
But Gordy tells long stories.
But as long as he keeps playing, that's fine.
He does, yeah, he does play.
Okay, as long as he keeps playing. But the thing is, if you overreach that 25 seconds, we're now on a 5-minute break, and now we got 4 minutes to save the day.
We're moving on.
Now we're on to another act,
Tweener.
and that's one of the reasons I'm gonna be here like every freaking waking moment.
We might have pissed off people. We're gonna have to get like security.
I have messaged bands. In fact, I actually had to.
you know what? If they don't get back up, if they're not playing in 25 seconds, that's their
Put 'em
fault.
up.
Yeah.
If they get pissed off, that's
And
their
I have
fault.
let them know that's the deal. It's a
What
marathon.
happens if it stops? And like, is that just over? It's just over.
They're done because they can't.
Well, I know they're done, but are we done?
No,
we have
because we have then
We have the
4
backup.
minutes to get somebody up.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
We have a backup at all times.
Including a little side
On
stage, which
stage,
is meant
ready.
for acoustic performers.
Oh, I
so I'm
see.
going to be here
Jump up.
We will
every
be there.
waking moment.
We will have
so
our
that
guitars.
if something happens,
We will
I
jump
can
up.
jump up and play for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My guess is that I'm probably going to be performing on stage about a dozen or maybe 20 times throughout the whole month.
Yeah.
Aside from my one big set.
Right.
You know, but the thing is, you're not allowed back on stage for another hour after you've left. So we have someone that's already booked on that in that space. You know, if you didn't pull it off, then you didn't pull it off, and that's fine. The event doesn't fail, but you can't keep going. You know.
Would they give me schedule?
What's that?
Don't worry, it's really dark. Like,
Potentially, it might be like, well, in 2 weeks we still need a 3 a.m. something. You know.
it's good lighting. It always.
So on the Saturday,
People
Friday,
always
Saturday
look
night,
better.
the
Looks good. Don't worry about it.
Are they gonna have to pay to come in and?
Well, here's the deal. Witnesses have to be unbiased. So we can't like pay them or like.
But no, do they have to?
No, do they have to pay the cover?
Oh no, of
like
course
if they're
not.
gonna be
Of
the.
course not. And as far as cover goes, we do have to charge an admission for every single person that comes in the door the whole month.
Oh, the whole month.
But
okay.
the plan, and I'm pretty sure it's allowed, is that we charge $1. They get a little coupon, and that coupon is worth $1 at the bar.
Okay. That's cool.
So we just streamline
What
it.
about the witnesses? Is that different or no?
Well, with witnesses, it'll be like, yeah, you're fine, you know.
Your job, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's if you're a crowd member, if you're a guest of the thing. And you know, if you're here, spend $1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Burn a bun.
Yeah.
Burn a bun.
So, and then again, you can use it at the bar.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe even you can use it as a tip too, and then that's all. But and also, I'd like to keep the coupon thing because at the end of the month, we see how many people walk through the door, and we don't have to have this the whole time. We have a big bag full of coupons,
Right.
and we count them out. Maybe that depends on how much product we get. I'm really like. That's the thing. I hope we get a room full of product.
I'll have a bunch of crap to donate.
Well, my hope is that the items,
There you
Leftover
go.
stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My hope is that the volunteer incentives, the various products we get from various businesses around town, that when the month is over and we have our big chart of who logged the most hours in the crowd, who logged the most hours witnessing, who logged the whatever, in that room we'll lay out every little thing and in order of who did the most shit, go into that room.
Yeah.
Anything you want, and then leave that room.
In bio or no?
What's that?
I said, can witnesses, if your job is
Oh
to be a
yeah,
witness,
oh
can
yeah,
you
that's
be
fine.
part of
That's
that?
fine. It just can't.
I didn't know the rules.
Yeah, no, it just can't be that they clearly haven't been bought and paid for. You know, that's the deal, and that's why they recommend, you know, public officials, teachers, lawyers. The more of those people we have for witnesses, the better. Which gets me all the way back to the point about witnesses.
Yeah.
Is every business owner you know,
Yeah.
every teacher you know, every
know a
doctor
lot.
you know, every public official, ask them for 4 hours of their time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And two, my partner too. she'll know.
Yeah, there you go.
I know a lot of lawyers.
Ask them for 4 hours of their time. They can't be a performer in the event.
Can you do more than 4?
You can.
Wait,
in
you
fact,
can't be a witness and a performer?
No, because you're no longer
biased.
unbiased if you actually were a musician.
Witnesses have to be unbiased.
So they can never have been a performer ever?
On the stage during the event.
During this event.
And to
They
be
could have been a
perfectly
previous performer.
honest, that is not an official rule of Guinness so much as a policy we're going to maintain
wait.
to
Say that
help
again?
that. If you a witness, an official, we need 2 witnesses at all
Oh, I don't
times.
mean as a part of the performing group. I mean, if I play one day, I could come be a witness another day. No, I
If
can't.
at any point in the event you've been on stage, you can't be
But
a
you
witness.
can be a warm body.
You can be a crowd member.
There's a difference
That's great.
between the
We
10
need
that
at
are
least
warm
10
bodies
warm bodies at a time.
and then
plus
2 witnesses in addition.
And the 2 witnesses can be.
Yeah.
My hope is to get like a witness army
Are the
that are
witnesses-
willing to go 2 or 3 times a month.
Are
to
the
do
witnesses part of the warm bodies? Or do you need
no.
12?
No, we need 12.
So we need 12 people.
Yeah.
Yes.
12 at all times.
24/7.
24/7,
4 weeks.
30 days.
Now let's think about this. Tonight we had more people show up to a volunteer meeting than the minimum we need at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's encouraging.
But it's not 4 o'clock in the morning.
And our event currently has 650 attendees.
We're going to have
don't.
incentives.
No, we don't.
We're going to
With
have to
over
have
3,000
incentives
No,
for
we
those
don't.
people.
And that's
don't
what the
have
deal
any
is. My hope
volunteers
is to
right
take
now.
a sectional wall, put a big poster board, and get a whole bunch of little kindergarten star stickers.
I'll be here
and
at
start
6
keeping
a.m.,
names,
but I'm
and
not
you
a
get a
middle of the
gold
night
star
guy.
for doing this for an hour. You get a red star for performing for an hour. And every time in the month,
I know these
it
2
just
live
all
down
adds
the
up.
street,
Add it up.
but you have to be awake. That's
awake.
You do have to be awake.
You do have to be awake.
Yeah, you
And
can't.
another thing
you're
is
sleeping.
Somebody.
You have to be watching?
Last meeting, somebody
hold on.
volunteered some of the homeless people.
You just got to be present.
Gotta be
You don't have to be watching.
Message me
Yeah, I'll
with
give you
whatever
$2.
you need.
Yes.
I have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays off, so I can network.
I will catch you up.
You
with
can
this email.
witness,
Yeah, I mean, I think I know most of what you're talking about.
and
so
you could schedule to be a witness.
I can do whatever. I'm
All right.
I'm a multitasker.
She lives down the street, too.
And the reason why I asked if she could be a witness
What's
is
that? I might,
that
yeah.
at the last meeting, I actually volunteered to be the witness coordinator.
I post that there's been an update.
That's
So,
good.
It's fine
We
for
need
me.
a witness. I think
Mostly,
we need a witness.
Is there any? Yeah.
I've been sharing the calendar as well so that people can kind of pick a spot that they know is open. There's not a lot of back and forth. So have you signed up yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did
Unlawful.
twice, 2 today.
Okay.
I mean,
Surprising
the 2 different
how
groups.
much a
But
whistle,
maybe if you
a
put
whistle
the
can just stop.
Yeah.
Minutes.
like post it new again.
Yeah, every time
Okay.
something new is posted, it goes to the top.
Okay.
So yeah,
Cool.
I will absolutely
All right.
post it new.
Thanks. It's so nice meeting you. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting, right?
Okay, Julian's leaving. What do you have to offer, and where are you? You're going to be the witness event,
I
witness
am the
coordinator.
witness coordinator. I
A
volunteered.
witness coordinator.
I am. I
While you're
volunteered for that last week.
Yeah.
I'm going to set up the calendar to set up the witnesses, and I will do my best to get as many as I can. But I will be also asking others to help get those
refer
witnesses
witnesses.
on that calendar.
Yeah.
Because I really have to admit that I joined this group because I don't know that many people here in Chico, and I've lived here since 2007. And so I've decided that I'm putting myself out here, and so I'm jumping in and volunteering. When I was raising my family, I actually volunteered 40 hours a week for almost 13 years straight.
Wow, awesome.
While I ran a business out of my home and collected 150 units at the community college.
Oh.
So I'm pretty good at juggling time.
Yeah.
Even though I work right now 47 hours a week, I'm sure I can take on another project, because if you want something done, find a busy person. They'll be able to get it taken care of.
A bit busy people. Hey, I would like everybody watching this video to look up hypomania. If you are hypomania, the past week I've discovered that apparently I am, and I want to be friends with you. And that's all. Let's move on to hypomaniacs.
I wonder if I fit into that.
High highs, low lows.
It was one of those. I got that. I'm that. I'm that.
Depressed
Oh God, I'm
at
that
times
too.
and manic at times.
But it's kind
That's
of
bipolar, honey.
It's-
I already put him in a mental hospital.
It's actually
Situational.
it's the upside of bipolar 2, is what it is.
Yeah.
And some people have only the upside of bipolar 2.
Yeah.
Really?
You know, at some
Okay.
point though, they
And-
don't maintain it. I
But-
promise
but
you.
that-
I've
that-
already
that-
dealt with
That's
this.
the thing, is that also a great deal of the world's leaders and, you know, trendsetters and historical figures were hypomaniacs. And they just, you know, they'd be just super depressed one day of the month, but then get shit done for 30 days.
Geniuses are
And-
usually mentally ill.
You know, so
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah,
I do.
I got one of those in my family too.
So anyway, we're recruiting all
That would be my
hypomaniacs for this event. Just letting you know.
Anyone who's mentally ill.
We definitely, he would have to be mentally ill to be involved in this
That's
crazy
why I fit in.
idea. Trevor,
Hi, I'm Trevor, and I can lift and I can write. So,
Lift,
Yay.
like lift weights.
like lift gear, I can roadie,
Wow.
and then
Yeah.
I,
Do you
I
have
can perform
We
in the
need-
middle of the night and all that kind of neat stuff.
and Trevor's down selling
Insomniac?
himself.
Huh?
You're an insomniac?
I'm a night person. Yeah,
So you can help
Are you?
set up and tear down kind of thing?
absolutely.
I'm a morning.
Don't let him sell himself short. Trevor's been to every meeting of everything for like the
He
past
was at
6
Vocals
months.
and Locals when we met.
That's
Trevor
right.
was there.
That's right.
The
So,
day Julian and I met.
so to
Trevor
be
was
honest,
there.
consistency
Okay, not the
is
day,
a
but the
huge
second time
skill
we met.
as well.
The second time. The day we met, I was writing for the Orion and interviewing you.
Yeah.
He was there the second time we met, though. Him and John Hogg.
Yep. Yep.
And
then,
Gordy.
yep. And Emily,
My skill or
who you are, and what you,
We're just introducing
the
ourselves.
degree that you're curious
Don't worry,
about the
camera can't
project.
see you. It's just a silhouette. Look at it.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. My name's Emily, and I don't know. I'm kind of like doing like content journalism thing, like throwing myself in the event and going for it and seeing what happens and writing about it for the local newspaper.
Which local newspaper?
The Chico Enterprise Record.
And your awesome photojournalist. She takes mean pictures. So
Pictures of mean people?
she does crazy stuff with photography. She can make it look like there's ghosts in the room, like stuff
Really?
floating. That one at the library with the book coming out. I'm like, what? How'd you do that?
My boyfriend was on the other side and just like threw the book over the wall.
You had a really slow shutter speed, so slow that.
Or it's fast, so it's kind of floating.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. We were in a class together, and she probably got. I got a B. She probably got a A.
So, what else? I wanted to bring up the witness thing because that, I feel like, of all the equalizer knobs to turn up, right now that's something that really needs to be turned up.
I agree. Absolutely.
And the sponsorship thing, always. We are offering an optional, please take it, 15% commission on sponsors. So if you get us one of our $3,000 sponsors, we're not going to take any more than that, out of respect for those that pay that much. But if you get us one of our 3, that's $150 in your pocket.
Wow.
It's
Why
whatever.
are we limiting that to 3?
Because it's the presented by status, it's on stage commercials, and the more we have, the fewer we can focus on those people that have paid. So I actually think 3 might even kind of be pushing it.
Really?
But given the quality of the event, that it's a local event, that it's everybody involved, its competitor logos are going to be involved, I think
But I was
it's
just thinking, you
permissible.
said you were looking for about $10,000 in sponsorship.
Oh wow. Design.
Potentially, because in
That's what I'm
addition,
thinking.
but they're also $750, 500, and 250. So like for instance, the 500 ones, I'm hoping for about 12.
Okay.
So that's another 6,000.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
So you know, as they go down in price, there'll be more of them. So maybe like 3, 6, 12, and 20. You know, something to that effect. And I don't think we're gonna get that many. If we had get the 3 presented buys, that would help us a great deal. But it's actually selling the cheaper ones, but more of them, that might help us the most.
Where'd the
but
blonde
yes.
lady go?
Yeah.
But that is a real thing. You know, we are offering commissions on sponsorship, procural. So what else?
I didn't sign up online, I don't think, for the volunteer.
I almost have taken the link down because the volunteer sign up online is kind of a joke. If people want to volunteer, they come to these meetings or they post something on the Facebook page and let me know so I can keep them in the loop. I have a volunteer email list going, so if you're not able to meet meetings but you want to be kept up to date, inside track, it's the people who are officially volunteers that are the ones that are representing our sponsorship package that could potentially make a few dollars for themselves for the effort.
Where was
I don't want some random person who's not been to any meetings, not sent any emails, get us something, and then be like, okay, if we get that hard up, fine. But the money should go to the people that are the most dedicated. And in the end, whatever there is extra, you know, the people who are most involved to make it happen obviously get compensated, but that trickles down to all volunteers. It's possible every person who shows up to these meetings gets $5 or $10 or something, or $20 or $30 for their involvement for the whole month.
Yeah, it should be according to.
It won't be much, but I'll tell you, from having arranged a lot of collaborative, you know, crowdfunded projects in town, when everybody gets that $5 back of something they just had washed off as like whatever, no big deal. It's a really good feeling.
Yeah.
When everybody feels that little tiny bit back, it feels like overflow.
People like rewards more than money, I think, a lot of times when it comes to that kind of thing. If it's a small thing,
And
like I'd rather have
yeah.
a candy bar than $1.
And that's what